So we're going to revise again the structure of chloroplast and relate its structure to function, because now you have learned about photosynthesis. So relating the structure you have learned in chapter 1 to its function that you have learned in this chapter. Okay. So I'm going to use a past year for you to learn about this part here. Okay. So where can we find chloroplast, which is the organelle that's used by the plant for photosynthesis? Chloroplast, you know that they are found in palisade mesophyll cell and spongy mesophyll cell. Okay. And in palisade and spongy mesophyll cell, if you see very clearly, the center of the cell is actually occupied by vacuole. So therefore, usually the chloroplast will be found at the peripheral of the cells. Peripheral means at the side, okay, at the side of the cell, and it can actually move. It can actually move around the cell to arrange themselves according to the light intensity. Okay, according to light intensity. It means when it's not enough light, they can move upwards. When there's too much light, they will move to the side and move down. Okay. So, hang on, I don't know what is happening. I think I clicked some. Okay, so this diagram shows you that's why this diagram is not very accurate. Okay, this is not very accurate. But overall, you can see that chloroplasts are found at the edge, but those at the center could be the chloroplast. You know, a cell is three-dimensional. Right, it's three-dimensional. So you see those at the edge, those in the center are those also at the edge, in front and behind, okay, of the whole cell. So that's why you can see less in the center, but more at the side. Same as for this one here, okay? All right. So, so if this is a photosynthetic cell, right, you got, this is the cell wall. These are actually the chloroplasts, all green in color, very easy to identify, okay? So chloroplast structure you already learned right? So let's use a past year question to learn about the structure of the chloroplast, okay? Okay, we skip first. So we look at the structure of chloroplast. So this is what you have learned. Okay, you have got the outer membrane and inner membrane to form the envelope. Okay, and then you've got the internal membrane system. This is called the internal membrane system, made up of thylakoid membrane, which are arranged into thylakoid as well as intergranular lamella. So all the thylakoids stack up to form a granum. Then sometimes you'll find starch grains, okay, starch grains inside the cell, as well as lipid droplets. Okay, all are produced from TP, okay, by synthesis. So there's a past year question that asks a student, describe the structure of a chloroplast, 7 marks. Now, syllabus 2022 onwards, there your paper 4 has no more essay question. Okay, but in all the past year there will be essay question. Now, essay question is very useful because essay question usually, this question itself is a learning outcome. So you want to know what the examiners are looking for. What are the points the examiners are looking for? What you need to learn up. If you look at the essay answer, then you know that these are the things you need to learn up, because each one of them is 1 mark. So even though essay is no longer given in the exam, but the past year question essay is a very good source for you to learn up the important points. I will give you a past year topical essay questions so that you can use them to do revision. As I cover certain topic, you can straight away go and read the past year essay, because it's the best way to learn, right? You're pretty sure you learn this point, this is 1 mark in exam. And if they ask structured question, let's say for example, this one, they change you to a structured question, 3 marks. You also know what are the points you need to write. Okay, so I will post the past year essay question topical to your Dropbox. Okay, so let's look at the question. So describe the structure of a chloroplast, ignore references to function, because the question asks for structure. So if the student said function, no mark is given for function, so ignore the function. So that's why you need to see the question first, what you need to write. Don't just write, okay, just write what they want. So if you memorize the size between 3 to 10 micrometer in diameter is 1 mark. So you can write any value between 3 to 10. Okay, it's double membrane. The ground substance is stroma. Okay, the liquid filled space is stroma. Then it contains enzyme, or you name the enzyme, like just now we mentioned all the enzymes already, right? So it contains enzymes, or you name the enzyme. It also may contain sugar. Definitely it's got sugar because it synthesizes TP, right? And then also it produces lipid droplets, starch grains, right? And then you know it has got 70S ribosomes, circular DNA, internal membrane system, or the fluid-filled sacs, or the thylakoids, or flattened sacs. And the thylakoids stack up to form a granum. Okay. Grana membranes hold the photosynthetic pigments. So inside the membrane, it contains the pigments, chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, and carotenoids, and then ATP synthase, ETC, electron carriers. Okay. So this is for the structure. Now in your syllabus, they actually ask you about the function. Now this one is taken from, I think, light microscope. So that's why you cannot see the double membrane, cannot see the circular DNA. Okay. So this question is A. Describe how the structure of a chloroplast is related to its function. Okay. So let's look at the mark scheme. Describe how the structure is related to function. So give me structure, function, you get the marks. What is the structure? What is the function? Okay. Structure is stroma, 1 mark, you see. So what is the stroma used for? Stroma contain enzyme for light independent stage or Kelvin cycle. So structure, function. Contains enzyme, or you name the enzyme like Rubisco. Okay. It also will contain, so the stroma also will contain sugar, lipids or starch, ribosomes or DNA. So why are they important? Because ribosome and DNA carries the gene that code for the enzyme. Ribosomes are needed to synthesize those enzymes, right? Whereas sugars, lipids, and starch are actually the products of photosynthesis, right? So they are all found in the stroma. Then the structure is internal membrane system, right? Which is the thylakoid membrane. Okay. So what is it used for? Function. For light dependent stage. Light dependent stage. Light independent stage. Okay. So what is this internal membrane system made up of? It's made up of fluid-filled sacs called thylakoid. It means the space inside the thylakoid is filled with fluid. Huh? Everything is fluid one. Okay. And then the thylakoids are arranged into stacks called grana. Okay. And inside the membrane of thylakoid, I prefer to say in the membrane of the thylakoid, or in the thylakoid membrane, it holds the photosynthetic pigments. So this is structure, right? And then this is a function. Why is that we have a lot of internal membrane system? Is to increase the surface area to maximize light absorption. So the more membrane you have, the more photosystem you can house, right? Therefore, the more light we can trap. So that's why you got a lot of internal membrane system. The larger the surface area, that means the more membrane you have, the more photosystem you have, the more chlorophyll and pigments you have, the more light absorbed. Okay. So zooming into the membrane, it contains the photosystem, which is the light harvesting complex. Okay. So we have got light harvesting complex. It's made up of 2 parts, right? Sorry. The photosystem is made of 2 parts: the light harvesting complex and the reaction center. Okay, so reaction center may contain chlorophyll A, which is also called the primary pigment. And you see comma. Comma means you must say that surrounded by accessory pigments. So the reaction center at the base, at the top, it is surrounded. It's like a conical flask surrounded by the accessory pigments. Okay, so that is a structure. Now function. What is the function of accessory pigment? Is to pass the light energy to the primary pigment or the reaction center or the chlorophyll A. So that's the function. And then you know that you got photosystem 2 and A. So why you got two different photosystems is because one has got P700, another one got P680. So they will trap a light of different wavelength, or they will absorb light of different wavelength. So two different photosystems. Okay. And other than photosystem, what do we have? We have got ATP synthase, or the electron carriers, or the ETC also can. Okay, so what is the function then? Function is ATP synthase is for photophosphorylation. That means they want you to write this term, photophosphorylation. So if you write ATP is synthesized from ADP and PI, I doubt they will give you mark because it's written here photophosphorylation. Okay, or chemiosmosis in the synthesis of ATP. So you need to learn up the name of the steps involved in photosynthesis, and you have to use the name when you write your answer. Okay, so you learn it up. So do you see that it's very useful to learn from essay answers? Because you know exactly like how to write your answers. Like the question is about structure, function, and then the way they arrange the answer is also structure, function, structure, function. So it becomes very clear like how to write answer to score. The question asks for structure and function. I write structure and function, I get marks. Okay, so that's how you know very clearly how to write answers to score in exam. Okay, so that is for the structure of